Does your DNA tell you whether you're a morning or a night person? Ancestry.com told me mine did. And I was intrigued because I'm like, finally, please tell me my DNA explains why I'm a night owl. It doesn't. It tells me I'm a morning person. Ancestry.com, what is my result based on? Your DNA. That's it. No, that's not it. Don't lie. We're lying already. We compared your DNA to the DNA of 770,000 people who answered, are you more of a morning or a night person? So already, can you see the mistruth there? What's not quite right there? It's not just my DNA telling you this. It's my DNA and survey responses from 770,000 people. And then they even go on to say, the large number of responses makes the data reliable. A large number of responses is great. It definitely helps with the reliability of data. Would I ever say that, hey, you can trust this data because it's from 770,000 people without giving any other details about those people? No, I wouldn't, but that's just me. From a scientific perspective, this just gets worse as you keep reading, because then it says, we don't know whether you're a morning person or a night person, but we do know which way your DNA influences you. Influences you. Here's what I don't like about the term influence. To me, influence is kind of like sneaking up, tripping over causal language. And as peer reviewers and academics will be quick to remind you, if it isn't a randomized control trial, it isn't causal. Get that causal language out of here. I read something like, we know which way your DNA influences you, and I think there must be something in my DNA that tells you I'm more likely to be a morning or a night person. I don't feel like that's a leap for me to think that based on that statement. And honestly, I would love to hear from someone who's actually in the genetics field. Is this how we learn about our DNA? Is it through looking at DNA and comparing it to survey responses? If so, Lord, I hope those are good survey questions. That's some high stakes. Do you know which way my DNA influences me based on the responses that people gave on a survey? I'm imagining how this had to go down is that you have the answers on the survey and you're running a correlation to see if people who have similar genetic markers respond the same. I'm a night person. And they're sometimes your trait doesn't match what your genes say. This data isn't even what my genes say, right? Is it? Is this the behind the scenes of genetics? Surveys? These are the survey categories. Night person, morning person, both equally not sure. There aren't even definitions for them. And then, the people who had DNA that looks more like mine, who even knows what that means in this context? That doesn't pop up in one of these handy dandy little infographics here. But people who had similar DNA to me were more likely to say they were a morning person. What is my response based on? Your DNA, that's it. No, your DNA and our survey. Short, sweet, fun facts. Suddenly you have the full context and it's wait, is this a fact though? This just feels different than me being able to say your genes tell you have brown eyes and you can see that you have brown eyes. This seems complicated and it's been oversimplified. This result is based on a survey. And also my DNA to some mysterious extent that is not disclosed here. I decide if I think something is true based on full information and context, and I just don't feel like I have it. I want to know more about the 770,000 people. What do we have in common?